So she's kind of trying to be Superwoman, but she's really open about her flaws and just that she's not perfect. And you can really see that in her writing and her book and just like her struggles with her family and herself and falling in love and how her weight loss surgery affects her relationship and her confidence and anxiety and stuff. And I know that I deal with that in my relationship of just kind of going up and down with confidence. Like some days I feel great and I feel like I've accomplished a lot. I've lost 50 pounds and I'm now in the 180s and I was 240 pounds. That's a huge difference, but some days it's lost on me. You know, some days I don't appreciate it as much as others, and some days I feel really crappy about myself. Even though I've lost 50 pounds, I can't seem to feel good the way I am. And that's a struggle for me, and it's really just staying on top of myself and not being too hard on myself and also not being too easy on myself. I can't do everything that I want to do and eat brownies every day, but I also can't get on myself for having a big dinner every now and then because I deserve it and I don't have a big dinner that often. So really, it's not going to kill me and I should be able to enjoy it. I should be able to let myself enjoy it. So anyway, I was just really inspired by Carnie Wilson's book and just her struggles as an overweight person for her whole life. And man, she gets so much shit for everything she does, you know, because people are watching her all the time. And I feel really lucky to not be as famous as her going through something like this because it's a really personal, sort of emotional thing. And I think it makes people really sensitive. I feel a lot more sensitive about everything than I was when I was 240 pounds. I just had this sort of wall that was like, fuck you, I'm fat, and that's the way it is. If you don't want to pay attention to me because I'm this way, well then fuck you. You don't deserve to talk to me. You know, and I just had this sort of wall up. And it was really protective, you know, that layer of fat. And now that it's melting away, it's making me feel really scared. Like, vulnerable and sensitive. So I'm trying to deal with that. And I go to therapy every week and I talk about it. And that's really good. And I just got accepted to school. That's an exciting thing to put in a video. I got accepted to Seattle University where I'm going to pursue a psychology major for my bachelor's because I already have my 2-year associate degree. So I'm working up to a bachelor's. And I'm hoping to do something with counseling in the weight loss surgery field. I'd love to do therapy for people that are pre-op and post-op because I feel like I have a lot of insight and empathy and I feel like I'd be able to understand people. I know that my therapist is great, but she doesn't really understand exactly what I'm going through because she hasn't been there. And a lot of things are hard to vocalize, you know, the way you feel when something gets stuck, or how you want to eat something but your body won't tolerate it and you feel like, I don't know, it's like a tidal wave of emotions. But I feel like if I were to offer my services as a therapist, I could be really understanding to people and be like, I know how that feels and it's really hard right now, but things will get better. So that's what I'm thinking about right now. I'm thinking about going into counseling for weight loss surgery. Tentatively, that's my idea. I'm also thinking about writing a book because it's really disappointing that there isn't a lot of resources right now in literature for people who have had lap band surgery or just personal accounts of people who have gone through the surgery and what their life has been like and how it's changed them. You know, I think that people that are curious about the surgery, they want to read up on it. I mean, that's what I did. I read everything I could about it for like a year before I got the surgery. And I wish that there was more out there. And I wish that there was more of younger people who have had lap band surgery putting stuff out there and letting people know how it affects them as a 20-something. Or I know there's a lot of teenagers that get it too. I think that's just like a whole different experience when you're that age to 20-somethings, to the 30s, to, you know, senior citizens having this surgery. I think it affects your life in different ways and that there should be more out there. So I'm thinking about writing a book. I have some friends that have had things published before and I think it's a really lucrative field right now. Like, I think it's gonna become more popular just because insurance is covering it more now. So I think if I were to publish a book, it would get read, and that's all I care about. Like, I don't want to earn money or anything, but hey, whatever. I like money. But I think it would be just a good resource for people and make people feel more comfortable, which I think is the biggest accomplishment that maybe my videos have brought to people, is just making it more approachable. You know, lap-in isn't some crazy, scary thing. It's a huge life change, but it's really safe. It's adjustable. It's removable. I think it's a really sensible option for people that are overweight. In terms of